Today we will discuss about variable costing. In the previous meeting we already discussed the difference between variable costing and full costing. We already know the definition of variable costing, that is calculating the product cost by assigning only variable manufacturing costs, while full costing actually calculating the product costs by assigning all manufacturing costs, either fixed costs and variable costs. In this meeting we will show you the example. The example in this case, for example, we produce blended coffee and we sell also blended coffee. For example, the selling price of blended coffee 50,000 per kg. Direct raw material costs 15,000 per kg. Direct labor cost 8,000 per kg. Factory overhead variable 7,000 per kg. Factory overhead fixed 20 million per year. And then selling and administrative expenses variable 10,000 per kg. Selling and administrative expenses for fixed expenses 5 million. The production is 3 million kg, and units sold 2,000 kg. So it means that the unit sold is greater than the unit produced is greater than the unit sold. We produce 3,000 and we sell only 2,000. It means that we have finished good on hand 1,000 kg. So required determine the cost per kg if you are using variable costing and if you are using full costing. And then the second question, prepare income statement using variable costing and full costing. And the last question, analyze the causes of operating income difference. So to answer the first questions, so and actually we can compare like this. This is variable costing and this is full costing. So direct raw material cost, direct labor cost, factory overhead variable, and then factory overhead fixed. The direct raw material costs 15,000. Actually, this is the same for full costing, 15,000, and then direct labor costs here 8,000, and then full costing also 8,000 because this is a variable cost. And then factory overhead variable, this is 7,000, this is also 7,000. For fixed factory overhead costs per units, actually we can divide it. For example, the cost per unit here, let's say 5,000 per kg, or if we multiply by 3,000, it's around 15 million per year. Because we produce 3,000, 15 million divided by 3,000, we find the 5,000. So in variable costing, we don't include the fixed factory overhead cost, so we put here for full costing. Because in full costing, all manufacturing costs will be assigned to products or as part of the product cost. So the total cost per unit, this is total cost per kg, so will be 30,000. And then for full costing will be 35,000. And then this is the first reasons. So full costing, cost per kg is higher than variable cost per kg. Variable cost per kg, because in variable costing we don't include the fixed factory overhead. And then for the second questions, so if we are using variable costing, this is the income statement. Income statement, we are using variable costing. So sales, in this case, because we sell 2,000 kg, the price per kg is 50,000. So it will be 100 million. 100 million. 100 million. And then minus variable cost. The variable cost, in this case, variable cost of goods sold. The variable cost of goods sold, because the cost per unit 30,000, we sell 2,000. So 2,000 times kg times 30,000. So it will be 60 million. 60 million. And then selling and administrative expenses, the variable costs, selling and administrative expenses. So 2,000 kg times 10,000 per kg, so it will be 20 million. 20 million. And then so we find the total variable costs 80 million. So the sales minus total variable cost, we find the contribution margin. The contribution margin will be 20 million, and then we divide by fixed cost. Fixed cost, in this case, fixed factory overhead costs. Fixed factory overhead costs, because the cost, this one's 50 million. And then selling and administrative expenses. For example, this is 3 million. So the total fixed cost is 18 million. So we have operating income here. Operating income 2 million. So if we are using variable costing, if we compare to full costing, which one is higher in terms of the operating income? So we can calculate here. Yes. So this is income statement. If you are using full costing, actually we have the same sales, 2,000 kg times 50,000. So we find 100 million. 100 million minus cost of goods sold. Actually, this is for external reporting, the format income statement for external reporting that you have learned in the financial accounting. So the cost of goods sold, because we sell to the 2000 kg times the cost per kg 35,000. So we will find 70 million. 70 million. So we find the gross profit. Gross profit. 30 million. 30 million. 30 million. And then we deducted by operating expenses. So we have here selling and administrative expenses variable. Actually, variable will be the same as this one. To 1000 kg times 10,000 per kg, so will be 20 million. 20 million. And then we add the selling and administrative expenses fixed. Actually the same as this one, 3 million. We change the numbers, 3 million. So the total operating expenses will be 23 million. So we have the operating income. The operating income is 7 million. 7 million. So the income statement using full costing is higher than operating income. What's the difference? So if we answer the question C, the operating income, if we are using full costing, this is 7 million. And then if you are using variable costing, 2 million. So there is difference. 5 million. How can we analyze this variance? Because the difference, actually the period cost that we assign to this current period. So the period cost, so the actually different because of the fixed factory overhead treatment as a period cost. So the difference because of the treatment of fixed factory overhead cost as period cost. So the fixed factory overhead as period cost, if you are using variable costing, actually all the fixed factory overhead costs are assigned to this current period. This one, 15 million. But if you are using full costing, actually only costs related to unit sold. Because the fixed factory overhead cost per unit 5,000, we sell 2,000. So 2,000, actually this is cost of goods sold, cost fixed factory overhead cost at or in the cost of goods sold. So actually here's 2,000 kg times 5,000, so will be 10 million. So actually the difference here is same, right? 5 million, same as this one. So why the operating income using full costing is higher? Because we charge fixed factory overhead cost as period cost lower. Lower. This is part of the cost of good sold. It's part of the cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold is expense or period cost. While in variable costing, all the fixed factory overhead costs is treated as period cost. Period cost. That's why the cost, the operating income using variable costing is lower than full costing. That's it. Our meeting. Yeah, that's our meeting for today. Thank you.